Welcome back to Linnets TV with me, Sam Phillips. Now I'm joined by Runcorn manager Brad Cooke. Brad, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, mate.
Starting pre-season off with a 2-1 victory. Slightly different tonight with it being the first one. 2-11s. First half coming off with a 2-0 at half-time. How did you feel the first half went?
I thought the first half went well. I thought both halves did, to be fair. The stuff that really pleased me in the first half was how dominant we was in both boxes. Every time the ball went in our box or went in their box, I think we were first to it. And both goals have obviously come from that. So really pleased with that. Seen some real show of quality, let's say. Some real combinations that look really exciting. So really pleased with the first half performance.
Yeah, I spoke to Sads at half time and he said one thing that was really pleasing for you guys in the dugout was the desire to keep the ball out of the net, and we know how sort of stalwart you are on defensive shape. It must be really pleasing for you. I know we conceded one in the second half, but there's nothing you can really do about it. Is that something that we're really looking this year, is that solidity at the back? It's got to be,
and like I said, first half, second half, they've thrown the bodies at the ball, in a first pre-season friendly, and that's excellent. I thought the application was superb, and the second half performance, I actually thought on the ball, I thought we were much better than what we was in the first half, and we carved them open a lot more, and we could have had a couple more goals. Disappointing that we. It's a little lad there. He gave me a sweet before, bless him. Disappointing that we conceded the goal. Real bugbear of mine when the ball goes dead and everyone seems to switch off. It happened a lot last year when the ball went off the pitch, and we need to make sure that we're on it. It's a sloppy goal to concede, but I thought again some of the combinations were excellent. I thought some of the deliveries into the box were absolutely superb, and it's real pleasing. I think that anyone was here tonight has got a lot to look forward to.
Yeah, there was some real good performances all over. There was a couple of trialists in the squad tonight. Were you pleased with sort of the introduction of them, what they brought?
Yeah, and it's so difficult. It's difficult for the trialists because they've got a short space of time to impress, and we've got a really strong squad. So feel for them. But I thought all 5 of them done really well. I thought they'd done really well. We obviously asked one to play out of position, but defensively he done really well. And then the 3 lads that played on the wing, all shown different elements to the game, didn't they? And all had an impact, and probably should have scored as well on one. So yeah, really pleasing, mate. And that's what I say, the competition in the squad's been great. What's pleasing for me is the fact that they've trained and they've worked so hard, and that's kind of a reward from it. So to end up with a win, is very pleasing. To watch them work as hard as they did is very pleasing. The application and the effort is very pleasing. So yeah, pleased.
Yeah, we spoke the first time that we spoke to you in pre-season in your office. We talked about how important it was in both boxes, and you mentioned that you brought in Adam Rooney to be that man in both boxes tonight. Fantastic in his own box, but even better in the opposition box.
He causes murders, doesn't he? He causes real problems. So yeah, listen, I've worked with Rooney. I know exactly what I'm getting from him. He is what he is. He does exactly what it says on the tin, as they say. He's a defender. He attacks the ball. He's really good. But I thought the other lads, I thought Ives did great tonight. I thought Mark L did great. I thought Peter Wiley's just Peter Wiley. He is just great in it. So they all done really well. But yeah, pleased for Roons. He's got a goal, and listen, there'll be plenty more to come from him.
We'll take the other goal to the dubious goals panel, because we're still not sure, even after the game's finished. Moving into Saturday, another test against higher league opposition, a team that we faced last year anyway. Same setup kind of thing, just a look at players, or will we start to sort of narrow down now?
Maybe, it's going to be difficult because looking at the weather forecast, because I'm really boring, and I think everyone does the same. Looking at the weather forecast, it's going to be absolutely ridiculously hot, so we're going to have to be careful. We've played tonight, which will, even though it's 45 minutes, it's going to take a lot out of the body, because I've not played in 12 weeks, something like that. And Saturday's going to be even more difficult because of the heat. So yeah, we'll have a look this week, and we'll plan accordingly. For Saturday, it's going to be a real tough test for us. Hyder are a good side. It's a massive pitch. So yeah, we'll see how we get through Thursday and go from there.
Perfect. Well, Brad, thanks for joining us, and we'll speak to you again on Saturday.
Thank you, mate.